Bezimratia Vayeli Bishua Ozi Bezimratia Vayeli Bishua
In the 1940s, Pastor Martin Niemöller said and wrote, "First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out, for I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me." For 2 years, our community has been saying, this is not a Jewish problem. This is an Australian problem. And we sit here, about a year and a half ago, I gave a sermon, disturbed a lot of people. I gave a sermon about the Anti-Defamation League, spoke about a pyramid of hate. And they talked about the beginning, the base area of the pyramid was stereotyping, fear of differences, justifying biases by seeking out like-minded sources and people, and a lack of self-reflection. The second layer on the pyramid, acts of bias, insensitive remarks, biased and belittling jokes, social avoidance or exclusion, name-calling, ridicule, bullying, slurs and epithets, dehumanization. At the time, I talked about the stickers of the hostages that were everywhere, hostages missing, people that were killed, and on it were stickers, genocide, rapists, horrible people. Systematic discrimination. Discrimination in housing, employment, criminal justice system, resource distribution across political services, as well as wage disparity based on identity. Doxing, people losing their jobs, people, Jews, not being hired. People who aren't Jewish supporting their Jewish friends and communities being ostracized. Biased, motivated violence, second to the top level. Threats, desecration, vandalism, arson, assault, rape, murder, and terrorism. I don't think we're going to make it to the top layer, but we're really close. We're really close. And some of us have been screaming for a long time, saying, watch the writing on the wall. Like many of us here today, I was shocked that this could happen on Australian soil. I come from America. I'm used to that. Still shocked. I moved to Australia because of our gun laws, because of Australian society recognizing people. What's the Australian way? And many people are saying this is un-Australian, and yet it's festering and festering. How these people got the guns is beyond my comprehension. Watching the shooting, watching everyone, I don't know about you, and this may be crude to say from the bema, but I was horrified that it could be videoed. I was horrified of watching it, but I felt like I was in a video game watching Shoot the Jew, watching people just drop, knowing friends that were there, knowing people who have been killed, who have been injured, listening to speak to Israelis who've come here to the land of let's forget it all, to have a bit of a break, being there, feeling a sense of where are we safe, feeling a sense of persecution, of attack, and defiantly not wanting to be a victim, refusing to be a victim, refusing to give in to let's shut everything down. It's not safe. No. I say no. Our act of defiance, who was it? The police commissioner said, warned us against acts of retribution. Well, my act of retribution is making sure that we celebrate our holidays, that we remember to wear joy. I chose what shirt to wear. Do I wear black or do I wear bright colors? In the midst of our mourning, we have to remember that Hanukkah is a celebration of joy and a celebration of defiance, and a celebration that a long time ago, when they tried to knock us down, guess what? They didn't. And they've done it over and over again, and guess what? They won't. So tonight, we're doing two things. Tonight, we're here to mourn and to deal with the shock and the pain and the sorrow, and to hold each other through this. And tonight we're also here to say, you're never gonna win. And our joy and our pride in being Jewish is so much stronger than any darkness or hatred or acts of terror that you can throw at us. So thank you for being here to join us in this statement to the community. And I want to thank right now the members of government who are here today, the members of the Jewish community. I'm scared to say the names because I'm going to forget people, but I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, Jackie, I'm going to say it anyway. I want to thank Daniel Aguion, the president of the ECAJ, for being here, Alex Melkin, the mayor of Port Phillip, Tim Wilson, member for Goldstein, Rochelle Westaway, MP for Paran, David Southwick, member for Cotfield, Hames Newbury, member for Brighton, Michelle Dwana, the senator for Victoria, and Zoe Daniels, former member for Goldstein, and Simone Zabud, the counselor for Glen Ira, and all the other politicians who I haven't mentioned. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for bringing your families here to support us, because we are all Australian, and it's important to remember that our loss and our pain is an Australian issue. It's a Jewish issue and it's an Australian issue, so we need our Australian community around us at this time. Right now, I'd like to read a prayer by Rabbi Edith Mencher called, We Stand in Grief. We stand in grief with the devastated families in our nation and in our community. We weep over the incomprehensible loss of life. We cry out with shock, confusion, and pain. We mourn together over this senseless act of violence and destruction. Be with us, God, in this time of sorrow and fear. Help us, God, to offer comfort to those whose hearts are shattered. Rekindle hope and trust and courage within us and within them. Help us, God, to sustain our belief in the promise that even in the most darkest times, even when we feel the most discouraged, there is reason to trust that love is never extinguished and that light and spirit will prevail. Help us, God, to rededicate ourselves to building a world that is safer for our children. Help us, God, to rededicate ourselves to building a world that is safer for all people. During these difficult days, God, bring comfort and peace and hope and light to broken hearts and to our broken world. I'd like to call upon David Southwick to light our memorial candle. And as he comes up, we remember Dan El-Kayam, Ellie Schlenger, thank you, Alex Klaitman, Yaakov Levitan, Reuven Morrison, Peter Mager, the former police officer, and Matilda, the 10-year-old child who was killed. The other names we don't have yet right now, but who were slaughtered while they were lighting our Hanukkah candles. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. There's a beautiful tale in our tradition about 4 angels that support us. Our rabbis teach that 4 angels surround us at all times. Michael, the angel of closeness, stands at our right. Gabriel, the angel of strength, stands at our left. Uriel, the light of God, shines before us. And Raphael, the angel of healing, stands behind us. They ask, why is healing placed behind us, always just out of sight? The sages explain that one cannot bring about healing alone. Though we long for wholeness, it often takes another gentle touch on our shoulder to help us turn and notice that Raphael is waiting there in turning towards a friend. We also turn towards our healing. So as we listen to the words of B'Shem Adonai by Shlomo Carlebach, I invite you to hum along or join in and invite the angels to surround us.
B'Shem Adonai Elohei Yisrael Mimini Michael Umismoli Gabriel Umilfanai Uriel Umachoi Raphael Ve'al Roshi Shechinatel B'Shem Adonai Elohei Yisrael Mimini Michael Umismoli Gabriel Umilfanai Uriel Umachoi Raphael Ve'al Roshi Shechinatel B'Shem Adonai Elohei Yisrael Mimini Michael Umismoli Gabriel Umilfanai Uriel Umachoi Raphael Ve'al Roshi Shechinatel.
When evil darkens our world, let us be the bearers of light. When fists are clenched in self-righteous rage, let our hands be open for the sake of peace. When injustice slams doors on the ill, the poor, the old, the stranger, let us pry the doors open. Where shelter is lacking, let us be builders. Where food and clothing are needed, let us be providers. Where knowledge is denied, let us be champions of learning. When dissent is stifled, let our voices speak truth to power. When the earth and its creatures are threatened, let us be their guardians. When bias, greed, and bigotry erode our country's values, let us proclaim liberty throughout the land. In the places where no one acts like a human being, let us bring courage, let us bring compassion, and let us bring humanity. I'd like to call up Daniel Agion and Ilana and Andreas to come and light our Hanukkah candles. I invite us all to rise, and I invite us all to see and feel and bring the light.
If you'll join with us. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'em b'zman hazeh. Ma'oz tzur yeshuati lecha na'e leshabeach, תיקון בית תפילתי ושם דורה נזבח, לדכין מטבח מצרם נבח. אז אגמור בשיר מזמור חנוכת המזבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור חנוכת המזבח.
Please be seated. I will tell you that Alana and Andreas and their mother went last night to Caulfield Race Course to join the Hanukkah festivities, not knowing what had happened, and they came here today to be able to acknowledge Hanukkah with us and in community. Answer us, you who answered our mother Sarah in her old age, you who answered our father Abraham on Mount Moriah, you who answered their son Isaac when bound up on the altar,
You who answered Rebekah when she cried, "Why do I exist?"
you who answered Jacob at Bethel, Israel shall be your name.
You who answered Leah in her sadness.
You who answered Rachel in her pain.
You who answered Joseph in the prison house.
You who answered the midwives Shifra and Puah at the birthing stones.
You who answered Yochevet's courage on the bank of the Nile.
You who answered our fathers and our mothers at the Sea of the Reeds.
You who answered Moses at Sinai, "I bore you on eagle's wings."
You who answered the daughters of Zelophehad, who stood up for their rights before Moses and God.
You who answered Elijah with a still small voice in the wilderness.
You who answered the righteous ones before us, men and women of integrity and compassion, answer us.
Adonai Oz le'amo yitin Adonai yevarech et amo Adonai Oz le'amo yitin Adonai yevarech et amo Adonai yevarech et amo Shalom, Shalom, Shalom,
We all join together as we ask for the healing of those who are in hospital now, the healing of our friends and our family in Sydney, and the friends and family throughout the world who are in need of healing for a broken heart and a broken spirit. Mishaberach.
Mishaberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu v'kor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Source of all creation, today has been so hard. More bad news. When hope is gone, where can I find comfort? Where can I find you in this dark time? Help me find the strength to face what is ahead. Give me the wisdom to live each moment with my loved ones, my friends, and my family to the fullest. Shelter my whole family beneath the wings of your peace. I am grateful for all the wonderful times that we have had. May those memories continue to comfort and inspire us, and let us all say, Amen.
Shalom be'amideinu, malkeinu lechaim. יחוס עלינו. סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך, והושיענו למען שמך, והגן בעדינו והסר מעלינו. שלום מעתה ועד עולם ועד
There are a few moments in our lives that are etched in our brain based on the date. I wasn't alive when Kennedy was shot, but I was told that's one of them. September 11th, I remember exactly where I was and what I was doing. For those of you that were here for the Port Arthur massacre, I'm sure that's something that's etched in your minds. I hadn't made it to Australia by then. October 7th, 2023, know exactly where I was and what food I spat out of my mouth when I heard the news. Yesterday, as I was making my rainbow latkes, which I do every year for my family, it's our family tradition, my husband came in and said, "Allison, did you hear what happened?" And I was like, "Leave me alone, I'm cooking, we've got to get dinner, everybody's hungry." And he says, "Allison, there's been shots in Bondi." And I'm like, "What?" I couldn't grasp it and didn't want to hear it. And then he came in again with updates every 5 minutes. And we have 2 children, well, we now have 1 child in Sydney. My husband's family's in Sydney. We're very connected with the Sydney community. And all of a sudden, my phone is going off the hook. You know, news, are you okay? Is everyone okay? And you know, it's shocking. Luckily, everyone I know is safe. Not everybody who my friends and family know are safe. Not everyone who my friends and family know were there. My daughter was with the Netzer Shlicha in Sydney, Hadar, who's leaving to go back to Israel in 1 month. And they were all playing literally on Bondi Beach the day before. And Hadar, as a farewell, her last thing to share with her kids, to be with the community, took her kids to Hanukkah by the sea, thinking it was going to be a beautiful thing. It was not. People are saying, "Are you okay?" And as I've answered some of you, I say, well, as long as I think that I'm being strong for you, for the community, I'm okay. But if I give myself a second to think about it, I fall into a heap. And I go in between like utter sadness and shock and I just can't believe it, to like pure rage and like wanting, you know, my wildest fantasies, which I would never in a million, actually I can't even fantasize, it just doesn't even enter my head. I'm a vegetarian. I can't even kill a fly, I have to get someone else. But that being said, you know, my rage and anger at, and my lack, my utter, then dumbfounded, is how can somebody hate so much that they can devalue human life, literally that much, that they can see it as target practice. I can't get my head around it, you know. And then I see the Ahmed al-Ahmed, right? The unbelievable hero who we all saw go and literally wrestle the gun, out of somebody's hand. I just thought, wow, what bravery! What are you possessed to do? And it wasn't another Jew. It was somebody else, and that restored my hope in humanity. It's not us or them. It's not black or white. It's not pro-Israel or pro-Palestine. It's not anti-Semite and everybody else. It's not Australian and Jew. We define the parameters, not them, right? We who are here today are pro-peace. We are pro-humanity. We are pro-goodness and light. And that's the thing. And it's beautiful with Hanukkah. A little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. And when we're feeling sad or angry, we let the darkness consume us, and that's okay. It's gonna happen, and that's why we need someone else around us to be our light. And I was speaking to someone today and said, how can you gather together? How can you have the kids' event tomorrow that we're going to do, by the way, 4:30 tomorrow. We're gonna celebrate with children. I said, how can I? How can we do that? Because my friends in Sydney can't. Just like on October 7th, when they couldn't go out and celebrate Shabbat, we here can, right? We here are the shamas. We're the helper candle. We are the ones that need to light the light for those who can't right now. And not all of us can. Some of us are right now, literally, I'm on the phone today with people who are afraid to leave their house. People who are afraid to set foot in a Jewish organization or to let them know they're terrified. They'll come out of it. But right now, we have to be their light, not yell, not criticize, support and understand. We're all going to get there at different times. But right now, we need to be the light. It is incumbent upon us on Hanukkah to be the shames, to be the light. And the thing is, just like each night of Hanukkah gets more and more candles, the light gets brighter and brighter, the more we come together as Jews, the more we come together as non-Jews, as all Australians, the brighter our light will shine out the darkness that is around us. 2 horrible people did awful things. I don't know how many were in their group. Look at how many of us are here right now. How many of us are going to be gathering at Caulfield Shul in 15 minutes? How many of us are gathering around the world? We are the light. We are the helpers. Remember that, and that we need to break through and create a little bit of light in that darkness. A prayer for us all. We seek healing not only for ourselves, but for our world. Bring wholeness where there is brokenness. Peace where there is strife, love where there is fear, hope where there is despair, healing where there is pain, renewal where there is weariness, and light where there is darkness. May healing flow through us, to us, and beyond us. And let us all say, Amen.
Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, 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 yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Please rise for the Australian national anthem. Where are the flags?
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth of toil. Our home is good by sea, our land abounds in nature's gift of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia's fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
And as we go forth from our space today, I want to remind us to look into the eyes of everyone we see here today. Look into the eyes of the strangers on the streets. Be the light, see the light, bring the light. Remember, joy is much stronger than pain and hatred, and light is always stronger than dark. Wishing you all a Chanukah Sameach, and I hope to see you tomorrow night and on Friday night. Light your candles proud. Thank you so much for coming. And there are donuts in the foyer.